She was not in Minnesota last week, and now she is in Kansas City. I mean, I think these two lovebirds are serious, Big Web. T. Swift back in KC.
I think it's cool. I think it's fun. I mean, Travis is one of my best players. I'm a big fan of his. And, this Taylor Swift seems kind of cool, too. So it's all good.
For sure. Again, this is Weber Wednesdays on a Thursday here for Week 6 of the NFL. Me and Big Web talking sports betting all the way up until kickoff for Thursday Night Football. So send in your same-game parlays for tonight. Send in your SGPs for Sunday. Let us know your top plays all over the place. We want to hear them. Big Web's Best Bet, one of the most viral things on sports betting TikTok. You got to love it. Who would have thought you're, known now? And sometimes it is hate. I saw you kind of chirping back at some of the commenters last week. But it's a lot of love, too. People love Big Web.
We're in the millions now. You get the big million followers, not followers, but check. What do you call it?
Views. Yeah.
Views. They check
100,000 likes. That's pretty big stuff.
Likes,
man. Yeah.
3.5 million views. I think people like what we got going on here.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So make sure you tune in. Let us know your top bets as well. We'll get you ready for Thursday Night Football. Big Web, I'll start with mine real quick. I have a good one, and I know we're going to focus mainly on the chat, but I want to get my parlay out of the way. See what you think about this. I think it's plus 321, I believe, tonight. I took Patrick Mahomes over 250 passing yards, over 250. So he is like 276 or something like that. So I changed it up.
Yep.
Alternate number. Travis Kelce over 50 yards receiving.
He might be a decoy tonight, but I'm not saying if he's fully playing, that should be good.
Yeah. Kelce, anytime touchdown.
Love it.
And Chiefs minus 6.5.
Nice.
Not bad.
That gets 321.
35 pays a little over 100. So
I like it. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Something fun. You got to go a little chalky sometimes and see what happens,
Yeah.
So.
I did similar. I also put in Mahomes over rushing yards.
Okay.
21.5.
21.5 rushing. That's good.
I can't remember if that was an alternate or what, but, and I did one real fun, interesting thing. I took the Kansas City Chiefs minus 6.5.
Okay.
And I bought the over down to 41.5.
Ooh, okay.
I put those two together. It's plus 106. And I put it with the Nerfy in the Braves-Phillies baseball game.
The old parlay between two different sports. You got to love it. We've all been there. You feel good about that one, though.
I do. I think it's fun. I mean, Spencer Strider is a hell of a pitcher.
I know, but the Phillies, man, 10 runs on them. And they got some bad blood, those two teams. Division rivals, and Harper with that second baseman hit two bombs and stared him down.
At him. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
No, you got some hitters, and between those two ball clubs, you got some hitters in there. Not to talk a little baseball on a football show, but what the hell?
No, what the hell? Why not? It's playoff baseball. I can't honestly get into it. I bet a little bit on it. That makes me want to watch. But when the Cardinals are out, I'm out. I don't know.
No,
I
think a lot of cities are like that. You ask these guys around the country, I bet you they'd tell you the same thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sending your questions here on From the 50. We are live from the50.com. We're live on TikTok. We're live on the Weber Bets TikTok. Also on YouTube. If you want to see the full broadcast, you're welcome to. But this is a nice little setup we got, Big Web. On the From the 50, you can see kind of the whole studio here. It's kind of nice.
It's beautiful. I like what you did here. We got multiple sports we're watching. We're fans. That's what we do.
It's beautiful stuff. Let's see. Do you think the Bengals are going to win this week? That's from Waffles. Bengals are playing. Who are they playing, Big Web? I can't see it on your board over there.
Cincinnati.
Seattle.
Is playing Seattle, yeah.
We don't know the number, though. Will they win? That's going to be a good game, probably. I'm going to say the Seahawks, Dad, without looking, they are going to be plus 4.5. That's what I think.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
I think, let's see.
Cincinnati bounced back week last week. Burrow finally played good. Chase played good.
Cincinnati -3.
Okay. Wow. All right.
And I tell you what, I'm on board with that. I think they're going to come back. They're getting healthier, starting to play football. I like. Now they played a weak opponent last week, but I think they're going to. The test is right now. The Seahawks are a good football team.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting. But I think they're back. I think they're ready.
Someone said, "What are your top props for tonight?" That's from Drew. So we just kind of mentioned it, so I'll go quick. But I got Patty Mahomes. I have a parlay. I put Patty Mahomes down to 250 plus passing yards. I have Kelce over 50 receiving yards. Kelce anytime tutty, and Chiefs minus 6.5. Those are my my four picks, I guess.
Right, and I like Mahomes over on rushing yards. It's only 21.5. And I don't think it'd be too bad to go against like Pacheco tonight because Denver gives up a shit ton of runs on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying take his over rushing?
Take his over, maybe even an alternate if you're trying to build a parlay.
Yeah.
You know, TJ and I like to be hovering around 3.5, 4, 5 to 1. We don't go into that crazy 7 dipper. I mean, we've done it, but it's just
it gets tough.
So far fetched. And
even if you do like a 10-point teaser, like the Sweetheart teasers, one team always screws you over. Still, it's insane how that happens.
Yeah,
but it does.
But even on like a 5-way, if you go ahead and go deep on and you know. Buy so many damn points that it's almost uncomfortable.
Yeah.
When you put it with something else and you get back to a 3.5 or 5, but you're giving things that look really, really good, like 6.5 points with the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
That looks and feels right.
Because they're at 10.5, I think.
Yeah.
So people, I think what Vegas wants people to do, I'm just guessing, but wants them to take 9.5. So you take them all the way to 6.5. I feel like that's pretty gettable. You know what I mean? But,
right. And I think this game's going over. I think Denver can score a little bit. Russ Wilson can get a little something going. And I don't see a problem. 47, I think, is going to go over. What do? I put it at 41.5.
Yeah.
Give me 42, and we got a winner. You know, that with some little things. I mean, the touchdown scores are difficult because coaches are calling those plays, you know, and you don't know who's getting what. But Kelsey's always a good play.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach says, just think if Roman Reigns left the WWE, he'd join the Bengals. Big Web, your thoughts on Roman Reigns joining the Bengals?
That's funny. I was driving over here. I thought the same thing.
Did you really?
Roman Reigns.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Man, the problem is I got an update. We got some new production stuff, Big Web. We're rocking and rolling. Problem is when you update, I lost all my drops, so I got to re-upload. So I can't play any drops today. It's unfortunate.
Thank goodness.
They're your favorite thing. I know. It's insane.
Yeah. Speaking of that.
Yeah.
I was gonna past Sunday. I was gonna tell you my new team. I was gonna tell listeners my new team.
Yeah, what happened? I kind of forgot about it. It was really memorable.
The mailman stole the thing.
No, it hasn't gotten it yet, huh?
I haven't gotten it. No.
Do you want to announce it to the fans now, or do you want to wait until it's officially here? Is it coming? Or did you cancel it?
No, it's coming. These things usually show up a week after than I expect them.
I think it's a sign that you're not supposed to pick them as your favorite team.
You think I should jump off them because of the jersey didn't make it?
Maybe the mailman saw the team jersey and go, I got to save this dude. Maybe he's a fan himself, and he's like, I got to save this guy from this fandom.
This is not going to work. I'm getting rid of all jerseys of this type. Okay.
By the way, Big Web, I've been getting on a little health kick here and there. I've been drinking my protein shakes and getting some good workouts. This shirt makes me look fat as fuck. I'll be honest with you. I hate it. It's just, what is it? Maybe it's the angle. I'm not that big, folks. Like, look at this. That looks all right. I go like this. It looks like I got fucking tits out the ass here.
It's because you're losing weight and it's hanging on you.
Oh, it's bad. I mean, look. It just goes down. It looks like I'm just massive.
Why don't you throw that jersey on? Quit embarrassing yourself.
I'm embarrassing nothing. I look great. It's just, I got a little dad bod going on. It's just the way it is.
All right.
Travis Kelce first touchdown. That's from JP100.
First, it could happen. That could happen. Let's win the damn toss. Let's get him the money.
Yeah, I agree with that. David says Bears or Vikings. Yeah, big NFC North matchup. The Who Cares Bowl. But Big Web, I like the Vikings this week.
They're away.
Yeah, but it's the Bears. The Bears are who we thought they were. They're playing better. I get it. Also, I like the over in that game. But I don't know if you trust me on over-unders at this moment because I told you to take Lions and they kind of
the only one we got smoked
destroyed the Panthers last week.
We had everything lined up except that son of a. It happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
That's the way it is. Steelers Goats says, who wins the AFC North?
Who wins the AFC North? Cleveland Browns.
Get the fuck out of here. It's the Ravens, and it's always the Ravens.
Ravens look like schmuck last week.
They are not consistent, but the Bengals have also been bad. The Browns have been shitty too, Big Web.
They don't have a quarterback.
Oh, sorry, cry about it. You also don't have a running back.
We don't have a running back either.
You did say we. Is that a little, preview?
I didn't say. Did I say we?
You said we.
Oh,
you're one of those fans. Huh? You're part of the team. You're in the locker room.
I say we for every team.
Right.
Actually, when I'm in France, I say we.
We. Ah, very nice.
I don't say that. I say we.
One. I still have this. Let's see. Start Nico Collins or Jalen Waddle, and thoughts on Saquon playing, and if I should start him. That's from Samir. We'll answer more fantasy questions on Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and pass on it. We're mainly going to talk just betting lines. But, yeah, if Saquon's in, I would play him. Dude, their backup running back, Matt Breida, has done nothing. So if Saquon's in, they're going to play him. That's how I think.
You would think Waddle could have a day against the Panthers, too.
Yeah, he's been inconsistent, but that offense is explosive. So, I would give Waddle a definite start. And then, again, if Saquon is playing, they will use him. I'd be shocked if he's on a snap count. So, yes, I would definitely play him. Your thoughts are welcome here. You can call in from the50.com. From the50.com, hit the call button, and you're live on the air with Big Web and myself. You can talk about tonight's game, your top plays tonight, your top plays for Sunday. Whatever you want to chat about, it's live right now from the50.com. And it's simple. You hit the call button. Whether you're on mobile or on a laptop, it puts you right into our StreamYard link. You can jump into the conversation. We add you in the click of a button, Big Web, and you're chatting with us just like that.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Hey, I got some useless trivia for you.
Okay.
So I was looking through some information, and I came across, just happened on me, but the most dangerous stadiums to visit a game. Dangerous stadiums. The second one did not surprise me, but the first one did. Can you name the worst stadium to attend a game as far as crime goes?
And when you mean by dangerous, do you mean like, getting jumped outside the stadium? You're talking about getting in a fight in the stadium?
Getting jumped outside the stadium.
I feel like Pittsburgh's in play. No.
And I don't know the rankings. All I know is the top two. So sorry, guys, but I do know the top two.
Is Detroit one of them?
No.
Okay.
It could. I know where you're going there, though. I agree.
I would say the Edward Jones Dome, but the Rams have been gone for years. That's a good one. It's got to be an older stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to put a bet on Baltimore, maybe.
That's not a bad choice. The number two. This one did not really surprise me, but Cleveland.
Okay.
Cleveland's the number two most dangerous city to attend.
Where there's like a lot of crime outside.
The stadium, and the number one, and it just shocked me.
Mm-hmm.
Denver.
Denver's number one, really?
Yeah. Now you know that town and that fan base. Those guys are going crazy out there all the time. You tailgating like nuts, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know. That does kind of shock me. So what are they? Is it like an article you read or something?
It was. It came across on. I'm fans of a certain team now, and it comes across.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, it does. That's
just thought I'd bring it up.
No, it's a good storyline. It's I wonder how they measure that. But anyway, that is surprising. Denver being number one. I wouldn't have said it.
It's a shame. We should all be able to take our families to games and not have an issue. And maybe they're not huge issues, but just saying that's how they rank.
But the thing is, like, and we'll get back to the picks here in a second. But what I've been seeing a lot too on Twitter is these fans getting in fights and like knocking each other out. There was
in the stadium.
There was a guy, a New England Patriots fan, who died this year. The guy knocked him out
in a fight.
Yes, he hit him so hard, and he literally he was unconscious, and then he passed away later on because of injuries. Freaking died at a football game with his son, by the way, and got knocked out in like, I don't know what all happened, but he died at the hospital. I mean, how brutal is that? It's just the saddest shit.
We all love our teams and we back our teams with, to the death, but not to the death.
Right.
And you love your ball club and you're giving your heart and soul and your whole life to a team. But
it's also a game, man. Like, I love it. It's a fucking game. Come on now. Like, we really got this is happening in sports. Like the Dodgers and Giants fans have had bad things. This is like. People just go way too far, and they're just...
And you see the guys in these stadium fights, the guy in the row above has such a big advantage. The other guy's climbing a step trying to hit him. Yeah. And that guy's pounding down.
Oh, he's got what do they call it in Fortnite? The high ground. He's got the high ground. When you have the high ground, if you got the low ground, you're done. Don't try to fight.
Those guys are... First of all, you got a $16 beer in your hand.
Right.
You're like,
First thing that goes.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me chug this before I beat your ass.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's insane. Z Brogan says, I need a good, safe three-legger from Big Web. Now, Z Brogan, are you talking about this Sunday or are you talking about tonight? I'm guessing he means this weekend.
I think Zeeb?
Z Brogan.
Z Brogan.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to break off of what I have, including the Chiefs tonight. And look at this. This is perfect because it's a three-way.
Okay.
Here we go.
Clip that.
And I have the Miami Dolphins, and I bought them to 9.5.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I like that.
The Detroit Lions, I bought them down to 2.5.
Game's tough. It's going to be a tough game.
They're playing the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
And I got the Bills minus 9.5, and they're playing the hapless Giants.
I like that, too. The Lions, I keep saying the Lions. I'm going to keep saying it because the Lions rolled the Panthers when I was worried about the number, but Goff might struggle in Tampa, Big Web.
Now let me tell you what that pays with the Chiefs minus 6.5 tonight, if you care, because I'm going to knock the Chiefs out here in a second.
Right.
But 86 pays 502.
Oh, so name the three again. It's Detroit down to 9.5.
Detroit minus 2.5.
2.5. Sorry. Yeah.
Dolphins minus 9.5. Bills minus 9.5.
Okay.
Bills playing a patsy and the Giants. Dolphins playing a patsy and the Panthers.
What were the odds one more time?
No, and the whole thing.
Yes.
With the Chiefs, it's 86 pays 502.
Ooh.
So let me knock this out while you're talking.
Okay. So Z Brogan says, "Thank you. I'm tailing."
Dude, do it. I love this.
You know what tailing means? Yeah.
He's going with me.
Yeah, it's a good gambling term. I just didn't know if you're hip. I just gotta make sure.
Hip AF, man.
Let's see. Kyren or Achane?
Achane's out.
Oh,
Injured.
No. He says rest of the season, half-point PPR, and JT or Moss this week. So he's saying, do you hang on to Achane or do you keep Kyren? I don't know why you're getting rid of either of those guys, but Achane's on the IR, out at least 4 weeks, I believe. Kyren, if you're in any PPR league, I think he's still got a lot of value, especially this week against the Cardinals. Hopefully he goes off. I have him. So I would probably go with Kyren just because of the injury with Achane, but I wouldn't get rid of either of them. JT or Moss this week, I would go with. That's tough, Big Web. Moss went off last week. Who would have thought that would happen?
And JT, is he ready?
I don't know. I don't know why he didn't play like a lot last week. Let's go ahead and take JT. I don't think Zach Moss will do it again, but we will see. You guys can get involved here from the50.com at the call button. You guys can jump into the conversation with Big Web and myself. We're live on TikTok on From the 50. We're also live on Weber Bets.
Okay, what was that gentleman's name again?
Z Brogan.
Z Brogan. Dolphins minus 9.5. Detroit minus 2.5. Buffalo minus 9.5. Pays a fat plus 290.
Dolphins. I thought you said it was. The odds plus 290. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Plus 290. So put a buck on that. You got three profit, or
Yeah.
You get four, almost four.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. So Miami, Detroit, Buffalo. You got to buy them a little bit. You got to help yourself out there. Help me, help you.
There you go. I love it.
Help me, help you.
I like that. 49ers, where are they at? They're on bye week this week?
No, they're playing. They're playing the Browns. Cleveland Browns. The quarterbackless Cleveland Browns.
Oh, there they are. I couldn't see it. The light was blocking that over on our board over there. Somebody said, Z Brogan says, don't forget about the Niners. The spread's only 6.5.
I know, but the Browns got a football team. My whole thing is they do.
God,
they just don't have a quarterback.
You're just locked in on them. Go make out with them. Jesus Christ.
They don't have a quarterback. They don't have a running back.
Yeah, so you love them. They're great.
They got a football team, though. And the thing about the other three I gave you, Z, is they all three of them are playing against shit teams.
You and the Browns, I don't get it. They're fine. They're fine. They're nothing special. They're fine.
You got on the Detroit Lions.
No, I'm not talking about fandom. I'm talking about like every week. Oh, the Browns are going to cover. Oh, the Browns. Oh, Browns money line. Oh.
They got a football team.
I understand.
Year.
They had a backup quarterback that hasn't played one snap in for Watson. Oh, they'll roll. Have you seen this guy in preseason? Oh, they'll roll. It's insane.
That was a mistake that week.
Yeah, okay. A little bit.
I admit mistakes.
Yeah.
Shit.
Let's go to Cowboy. What's going on, Cowboy? How we doing?
Not.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, your Cowboys kind of blow, eh?
This is not our year, and we are not them boys.
I love that.
Oh,
actually, you need to say that it isn't your year, like, because what I'm saying is you've been kind of like the chill Cowboys fan, and they've been doing bad. So I want you to say that they're going to bounce back so they stay bad. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, the opposite has been kind of going on. So.
And then last week is kind of like, well, here we go, and we're going to have to see them again if we plan on going anywhere in the playoffs, and there's no chance we're beating them. So
yeah. It's tough right now. I tell you what, Dak, it's not just Dak, but he's overrated. We've said this before. We'll say it again. And Jerry believes in him, Big Web. You know why he believes in him? Because he's paying the man. That's why he believes in him. There's no other reason why.
I tell you what, Cowboy, I know the trade that's going to get you guys on the books.
Oh, wow. You talked to Schefter?
I did.
Okay.
Get rid of Jerry.
You're going to trade the owner.
Trade the owner. He's the worst thing in the world. You can't have a coach with this moron
You trade him
above
for
you.
Kroenke? What are you going to do?
He has his own radio show, right, Cowboy? His own radio show and tells all the fans what the fuck's going to happen on Sunday. He doesn't let the coach do a damn thing.
Did you see a couple years ago, Jerry went on live during the draft and showed their whole draft board during his live?
Sounds about right. No,
No,
they're going to
I
own that
understand
team
that.
way
I
past
understand that.
my lifetime. It's going to
But
be
you
a Jones
guys,
team forever.
as fans, you have to put up with that crap. I mean, there's how many owners meddle? How many owners really meddle? Not too many. A lot of them let their guys do the job.
Some of them don't meddle at all and still move the team away from your current city.
Well, yeah.
It's tough.
Like, man, y'all got railed. The Rangers scored more points than the Cowboys did that night. I'm like, come on, dude.
Yeah. I don't see it, man. Especially with Philly the way they're looking. I don't see it. I don't see them bouncing back. They look like the same old Cowboys. It just does. Nothing's changed.
They're a good football team, but it just not. They're not getting over that level. They're not getting to the. I mean, let's face it. The Niners are smoking hot. They're fantastic
insane.
all over the. Nobody's going to compete with the Niners really, but. You know, Cowboys have a lot of talent. They have a couple key injuries that kind of screwed them. Every year they get line injuries every year.
Right.
But my God, this owner meddling is I would hate to be a fan of that city. Sorry, Cowboy.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't, you're not offending me any because I know exactly how it goes, and it's not going to change anytime soon. They're talking about, which I agree, and we talked about it. I don't know, a month or two ago, what I thought of Dak as a fill-in quarterback, Garoppolo kind of type of just a. I don't even know that he's Garoppolo because Garoppolo got him to the Super Bowl, but
Yeah.
I just think that's what he is. But then you get Jerry coming on the radio talking about this is our guy.
Because they're paying him. I don't know what else. And the thing is, though, if he really does struggle, it's not just Dak, but Trey Lance sitting there, hasn't really still gotten an opportunity. Could there be I mean, I don't know. But they're paying Dak. As long as Dak's making what he's making, they're going to try to make it work. Is it 37,
Yeah,
Big Web? I don't know.
I
That's
looked
what I
it
was
up
saying.
the other day. Play, and there's no chance he's going to play. So
Really
I
motivating
know
for a
that-
quarterback.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
See how the season goes, and he could play, but he said, "Yeah, there's no chance as long as Dak's healthy, he's not playing."
Yeah. Cowboy, appreciate the call, man. Any picks for tonight?
I think the Chiefs are going to win, but
Really going on a bold statement there.
oh my God, I did pick the Eagles to beat the Jets in my survivor pool, so hopefully that'll happen.
In New York, it's a little tough, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. That's they should win. But
Another team without a quarterback, the Jets.
yeah. Well, why do you hate Zach Wilson? I thought you loved Zach
I
Wilson.
hate Zach Wilson.
If they put him on the Bears, though, the Bears are rolling.
There you go. Zach Wilson for Justin Fields straight up, right?
I'd do it.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Cowboy.
buddy.
Appreciate
Have
it,
a good
man.
night.
That's Cowboy on the phone lines. You guys can call in from the50.com, hit the call button. Big Web, let's get into the picks. You got a teaser for this weekend?
I do.
All
I
right.
sure do.
All right, you've been going viral. You got to post. We got to post this. We got to post it.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
right.
Let me take a look here and see what I got.
So,
This
so
one-
what do you have to say to the people out there? Last week, Big Web, you didn't even make it to noon. But I will say, the rest of the day, you dominated. They all
Everything
hit. The Bills, they screwed you over.
London is a wonderful place, but it doesn't treat me very well. So don't go with me at London.
Okay.
All right, so this was the first bet I made. Hold on.
Here's where he talks to himself.
Ed
Ed says Detroit will give Goff a 2-year extension. At this point, I understand why they would. He's playing his ass off. I've changed my thoughts on Goff from
You
last
hated him
season. We've
early.
already talked about it. I didn't hate the man. It just he wasn't Matthew Stafford, and now he's playing some football the last couple of years. You got to love it. Yeah, I definitely think they'll extend him. He's playing his ass off. I love it. Let's see. I'll answer a couple more until Big Web gets ready to go. I have At wide receiver, who's M. Wilson for Arizona, Big Web? Do you know who that is? I don't know who that is.
Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace.
Okay. Olave, I have Wilson or Olave at running back, Achane, Montgomery, Etienne, quarterback Herbert, and Goff. Trade Herbert for a wide receiver / running back. That's from Andres. Trade Herbert for a wide receiver or running back. Yeah, I mean, your running backs seem pretty good once Achane comes back. I would probably get a receiver. It looks like you're kind of hurting there. So, yeah, I would go with a receiver. I don't know what you can get out of Herbert, but, yeah, go for it. I think that's a good trade. I don't know who you're going to go after, but give it a shot.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, Big Web, what do you got here?
I'm sticking with the one that we just talked about.
Okay.
So this is a 4-way parlay. It includes tonight. Is that okay?
No.
Okay, doesn't include tonight. Let me get rid of that. Hold on. Stop that.
Sorry, I'm thinking for the clips. Well, go ahead and give it to us for tonight real quick, and then we'll take the real recording and, tell the people that are listening right now to do it.
Chiefs, Dolphins, Lions, Buffalo Bills. Chiefs minus 6.5. Dolphins minus 9.5. Lions minus 2.5. Bills minus 9.5. And that pays you 86 pays 502.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Now, let's do this. I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to knock them out.
All right. Are they gone?
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Dolphins, minus 9.5.
Okay.
Niners, minus 6.5.
All right.
Lions, minus 2.5. Buffalo, minus 9.5. That 4-way, I still got to put it in and tell you what it's going to pay, but I like that. You're screaming on the Detroit Lions.
The Bucks at home scare me a little. They scare me a little. It's a low number, but it scares me a little. Just a little bit.
But with the Chiefs, 53 pays 507, guys.
That's nice.
Not
that is
kidding.
nice.
But I'll punch this in, just so you know.
Yeah, and then you got to give me $4 pays 10,000, like one of those things.
Okay, I'll do
It's not gonna be that much, but
I'll do that.
Is that all you got for the week?
That's all I need for the week.
I'm just asking a question.
No, it works.
All right. Big Web, how do you like this one? I got, first off, two touchdown bets together in a 2-way parlay. You ready?
Yep.
Travis Kelce tonight, Derrick Henry on Sunday.
Who's Henry playing?
The Titans are playing the Ravens. They don't have any other offense.
Ravens are dog Schmidt.
There's a chance that could happen. Guess what it pays? $5 pays $250.
Oh, my God.
On those two. That's not bad.
It's only a 2-way for that money?
2-leg parlay, $5 pays $250.
And one of them's Kelce?
And the other one's Derrick Henry.
What the hell?
I don't understand, but I'm not questioning it. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. We'll see what happens.
I kind of understand why you like it.
My other one, I can't remember the top of my head. I'm going to post it on from the 50s TikTok sometime in the next couple of days. I know I had the Vikings in it. I have the Rams minus 6.5. I'm going back to the Rams against the Cardinals. And then I have somebody else, Big Web, and I can't remember who it was. But those two I do like this week a lot. I do.
What the hell happened here?
Thank you, Zach and Brandon, for the follows. Big Web's going to get the number here, and we're going to figure it out in a second. Justin Jefferson for Diggs and Michael Thomas. That's from Danny Hernandez. Jefferson for Diggs and Michael Thomas. Again, I'll say it like I've been saying it the last couple of days when we've been streaming. It depends where you are in the standings. If you are with one win and you can't afford many losses, I would get rid of Jefferson. If you're still sitting in the top 3 and you have a winning record, you can afford to keep Jefferson on your bench for 4 weeks, then I would keep Jefferson. But Stephon Diggs isn't a bad guy to get, and he's healthy, so I probably would do it, but it depends on where you are in your standings. Big Web, what's a payment?
Here we go. Let's see. Let me put some money in here.
All right. You got to enunciate
100.
Oh, hold on. Go ahead.
I'm ready to enunciate. Ready?
Let's go.
100 pays $5.96.
Okay.
We have the San Francisco 49ers bought down to 6.5.
Yes.
They're playing the Cleveland Browns without a quarterback.
Yeah, Cleveland's dog shit.
Detroit minus 2.5 playing the fucking Ears.
It should win. It should cover, yeah.
Buffalo minus 9.5 playing the Giants, and the Giants have no offensive line. They're going to get sacked. Daniel Jones isn't even practicing.
I agree with that.
Miami Dolphins buy them down to 9.5 playing the Carolina Panthers.
Yes.
At home. 100 pays 596.
Pretty good. Who do you think might screw you over there? What do you think? Nobody?
Hold on. I don't know.
One of those big spreads.
I don't think so. No, I'm more worried about what's his name, Baker Mayfield, fucking around. Down there.
I think the Bucs might take the Lions all the way late in the fourth. I'm a little worried again about the Giants for some reason. They suck. I get it, but like the Giants or the Bills or the Dolphins will make it interesting. Like one of those games will be too close for comfort. I believe.
I could agree there, but going into these games, I mean these are great offenses, man. You got to let them do their thing. And they're playing against weak opponents. I mean, you know, spreads are spreads, but you know, when you got something like this going on, when teams are on highs, other teams are on lows, you got home. It's a good bet.
Yeah, no, I like it. I think it's good odds too for the teams you're getting. It's good.
Yep.
Brogan says opinions on Jamar Chase and Tyreek Hill getting 250 plus yards combined for plus 500 odds. So those two to combine for 250 yards receiving, Big Web.
Who are the two?
Tyreek Hill and Jamar Chase.
Okay.
It's plus 500. 250 total, he's saying. I would do that bet. Where the hell did you get that at, Brogan? What
Dolphins, Panthers. I love anybody on the Dolphins against
he
the
could get
Panthers.
250 himself. Maybe
Who's
not.
the other receiver?
Jamar Chase.
And the Bengals are playing.
Bengals are playing the
Seahawks are pretty tough.
I know, but he's the guy there. I mean, that's 250 for plus 500 with those two. I like it. That's on FanDuel weekly specials.
Those
Wow.
are great odds. Great odds.
Brogan says it's on FanDuel. All right, interesting. I might have to do that.
Brogan bringing us to light on some of that
Limit
stuff.
at $100, I believe. I got 25 on it, so I guess it's like a weekly special.
Oh,
or
you
whatever.
can't really bet it. Yeah.
Platty Daddy saying Big Web looking like fine wine. Good evening,
Platty,
TJ.
my man. How you doing,
That's from
Platty?
Platty.
Gotta love Platty, Daddy.
Good guy. Opinions. Oh, I already read that one. AFC North predictions from Max. We kind of mentioned it earlier. Big Web likes Cleveland for no reason, and I think the Ravens will win.
I was preseason. I was all over the Ravens. I did pick Cleveland and a couple of preseason division winners. I never picked Cincinnati this year. They might come back and do it. Pittsburgh's not going to do it, but they keep pissing me off and scoring on defense and frickin' covering games. So cut it out.
Yeah. Ed says I'm seeing the Lions beat the Bucs by 10. He has a crystal ball, Big Web. He's seeing
Who's
the
this,
win.
Ed?
Ed says I'm seeing the Lions beat the Bucs by 10. Now let me tell you something. We're gonna mark this down because the way he says it, he might be psychic. And if the Lions win by 10, Ed's gonna be on the show permanently.
Okay. Do it, Ed.
Hey, not permanently.
You
but
know why?
We'll try again next week.
You know why I think that might happen?
Why?
Taylor Swift is drinking Coke, no straw.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Clip that. What does that mean? I don't know. That's what you get on From the 50.
That's it.
Big Web, just
You want
remember.
facts? Go somewhere else.
In Purdy we trust. Big Web, remember that. Go
Oh, my
Lions,
God,
TJ.
that guy is magical.
He is good,
He
man.
drops it in the basket.
Guess what? Guy has played since, what was it, week 10 of last year, week 11? The man has not lost a regular season game.
I've seen that. It's
crazy.
Unbelievable. Because I said this a long time ago, and I was wrong. RONG.
Nice.
Kind of like that. Mm-hmm. I did real well in spelling.
Right.
So I said this kid has no zip on the ball. He doesn't gun it. This is going to be a problem. He drops it in the basket. Even on the run, he drops it in the basket.
You ready for Hot Take Sports Radio here?
What do you got?
How would he be on any other team, though? That's my question. I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just,
I get you. I get you because of the rush. He doesn't have any rush. He's got the best line in football.
Best line in football, best running back in football, one of the best tight ends in football, the best defense in football.
And I'll tell you something else. They lost a couple linemen in the offseason. These free agents went out and they got other jobs, and they got depth, man. The guys came in and filled in perfectly.
Yeah. Shanahan's smart, though, man. He knows what he has in Purdy. He does the job. It's all he needs to do. He honestly... Good for him. He fell into the... Who's saying it right here? He fell into the perfect situation. Sid's saying, great question. He just fell in the lap of a great team. But guess what? Guess what, though? What a pick by them. Because the dude runs the system. That's all they need him to do is run the system. And it's fucking working.
And they had quarterback chaos going on out there.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. I mean, they had Jimmy G was out there.
Trey Lance.
And Trey Lance. And they didn't know what the hell they were going to do between those guys. And this guy pops in to out of the blue.
I thought even after last year, Purdy was supposed to be in a competition with Trey Lance. That's what I expected. Then it became Purdy's obviously the guy coming off an injury still, and the backup job is between Darnold and Lance. I go, Sam Darnold. And then Darnold beats Lance for the backup job. What in the hell? And the thing is, what's wild about it, too, is Trey Lance, former number 3 pick overall. Niners gave up, was it 3 first-round picks to go get him? Mm-hmm. He hasn't really had a shot. He keeps getting hurt, and I'm kind of excited to see what he can do.
And Jerry might have made the best move of all.
Oh, for sure.
If
Dak keeps doing what he's doing and throwing interceptions.
If he just didn't have Cooper Rush in his way.
You think Cooper Rush? I mean, Cooper Rush is all right, but yeah.
Cooper Rush is okay.
I think Trey Lance could be one of those guys. A perfect example. Even though he was a little bit later in the draft, Geno Smith. Geno Smith was drafted in the high second round and didn't do anything with the Jets. He goes to Seattle and has a resurrection of his career.
Comfortable as hell back there.
And now he don't
care. He don't care. That's his thing.
And he's slinging the ball, man. He's playing good. So maybe Trey Lance could have a career like that. I don't know. You never know. Could be interesting.
Speaking of Nerfy.
Oh, you want me to turn on the game?
Well, yeah, if you want.
Well, I got to download the old TBS app.
Sorry,
what time is it? We got kickoff here soon anyway.
7:02.
Okay, we probably got to jump off here pretty quick anyway, so I'll go ahead and fire that up here in a minute. Actually, no, I'm going to do it right now. Big Web, you got anything to say? I'll get signed in so we can have it live on the show. People can sweat it out.
I'll tell you what, check in on us on Sunday mornings. I mean, we had a lot of people in here last week. We had almost a full panel, right? We had Zook and Tolly were in here. Mm-hmm. And Nick is always on from out of town, and he's touring. Nick is touring all the college stadiums this year.
He is,
and getting to a lot of locales and tasting the beer, it looks like.
The great Book It Sports.
Yeah, with Book It Sports, absolutely. And, I saw Trent from Book It Sports had his name on the marquee. It was actually his picture at the game they were at.
Oh, are you talking about the Prize Picks thing?
Yes.
That was at a baseball game.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, very cool.
Unbelievable.
Book It Sports guys. I'm sure people that are watching us that we probably have similar people that follow them as well. Shout out to them, man. They're great dudes, and they've been killing it. Nick's been a part of that run since they started a couple of years ago, and it's fun. And we're lucky. I mean, Nick and I have hosted a podcast together and done shows and content together for a long time, and now Book It's doing great, and our shows is getting popular. It's fun. It's just a great time, and the grind is worth it, man. It's just fun.
Exactly. They're having a good time. We're having a good time. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, 100%. Let's see. Should I trade Justin Jefferson for Diggs and Michael Thomas? I answered this earlier. 100%. You should hang on to Jefferson if you got a good record. If you're kind of down there, 6th or below in your league, take the trade because Diggs is not a bad guy to get, and obviously he's healthy, so I would do that. Ed says, huge fan of the show. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Ed.
There you go. Yeah, Big Web. We got a lot of people that it's neat because we have a lot of people jumping in and saying like, hey, Big Web, hey, Weber, like people we have never heard from.
Yeah.
It's really neat stuff. So
beautiful.
Let's see. Exactly what it's all about. Nothing better than talking and watching sports, man. Yeah, that's it.
Who said that? He's right.
That's from Sid.
Sid. That's it, baby. Yeah. You got it. And somebody's got to teach women that shit. Women don't get it.
Oh, God. Don't start this. What are you going?
No, they want to piss and moan. Let's go plant some flowers. We got a college football game on here. Get out of here.
There's a lot of women that like sports. Knock it off.
Some of them do.
Okay. Trade Monty for Hockenson and Cook. That's from Chris. Montgomery for Hockenson and Cook. Cook's been kind of lately.
That'd open it up for your boy, wouldn't it?
For Gibbs?
Yeah.
No, he means in fantasy, not like the Lions actually.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Monty's not going anywhere. He's great for the Lions. I'll give him that. Like he is. What are you gonna do? It doesn't help my fantasy team.
Isn't it weird how you get pissed off at a guy because he's in the way of one of your guys?
He's too good. Yeah. Would you knock it off and let Gibbs get any other touchdowns? Stop scoring 3 touchdowns, would you?
Would you quit starting him? Would you quit giving so many carries?
So funny. I'm telling you. Let's see. Big Web, I got a free preview for 9 minutes. It won't let me sign in. Do you think it'll be over 9 minutes this first inning? We shall see.
Free preview. I hope it is.
These Phillies, man. I tell you what, Phillies and Diamondbacks, I might watch a little bit of that if they end up winning tonight or winning the series.
Ranger Suarez. Wow.
Yeah. That's a cool name.
You look like you can throw the ball. Like boom.
Yeah.
He looks like Tug McGraw, left-handed, no button on the top.
Who's that?
You don't know who Tug McGraw is?
I've heard the name.
Tim McGraw's dad.
Is that who it is? Or he's played played Major League Baseball?
For the Phillies.
Really?
Left-handed reliever.
That's pretty cool.
He was good. He was a mean little sumbitch.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to try to get this fired up, so we're going to go ahead and get off of here, Big Web. But awesome Weber Wednesdays on a Thursday. Love it. You guys can follow us everywhere from the50.com, from the50.com. You can check it out. All of our links. We're live all the time on TikTok mainly and YouTube for the full broadcast. If you missed any of the stream, you want to listen to it later on because we're not just talking about Thursday Night Football, talking about Sunday matchups as well. You can check it out on our podcast feed and also on YouTube by going to fromthe50.com. Also, weberbets.com. All my links everywhere on social media right there in one easy spot to find. So there you go. Big Web, any last-minute thoughts as we wrap this one up?
Weber Wednesdays on a Thursday.
Might become a thing.
That's right. Hey, don't bet the house. Bet the doghouse. See you Sunday.
There you go. For Big Web, I'm TJ Weber saying so long. We'll see you boys on Sunday. Take it easy.